Hello, my dear friends. How are you all? I hope you all are fine. So, my dear friends, you are very welcome in a lecture number 2 of triangles. Okay. So now here we are going to discuss amazing topic. So you have to be listen very carefully. Okay. So I hope you will enjoy this lecture. So let's start without wasting the time. Yes. So now here is we are going to discuss congruence of triangle. So this is very interesting and important topic of this chapter. Okay, this is very important topic of this chapter. Okay, so you have to listen very carefully. Okay, so first of all we have to know congruence in geometry. Okay, before studying about the congruence of triangle, we have to know congruence in geometry or congruent figures and lines. Okay, so my dear friends, here is in geometry, congruence is what? Congruence is a term used to define two objects that have same dimensions and shape. That have same dimension and shape. Okay, if one shape can be exactly like the other on turning, flipping, and or sliding it, then the two shapes are said to be congruent to each other. Two shapes are said to be congruent to each other. So two congruent figures, if we two congruent figures draw on a piece of paper, okay, and can be cut out and placed over one another to match up perfectly. Okay, I hope you understand these things, my dear friend. What is congruent? So congruence is what? Congruence is a term used to define two objects that have same dimensions in and shape. Same dimensions and shape. So if two figures have the same dimensions and shape, then we can say that it is what? It is the congruence. Okay, so if you say that, if we say let's suppose we have figure A, okay, which is congruent to figure A is congruent to figure B. Figure B. So symbolically it can be written as, so the here is we are going to see the representation of congruent. Okay, so now here is we can write it as figure A is congruent to figure B. Okay, got it? So this is the representation of congruency. So I hope you understand these things. So now here is, now let's see the congruence of plane figures. Okay, so now let's suppose we have two figures. Okay, and here are the steps to find whether they are congruent to each other or not. Okay, how we can find it? So first of all, my dear friends, we have to trace a copy of figure 1 using a tracing paper. Okay, and cut it out on the paper and place it over figure 2. Over figure 2 means on this figure, means on this figure. Okay, and now we have to slide or move or even turn over the paper if they cover each other completely. Okay, so they are congruent. So we can write as, so we can write as this figure. Let's suppose this is figure 1 and this is figure 2. So we can write as figure 1 is congruent to figure 2. So I hope you get this point. So now here is congruence among the line segment. Okay, now two line segments are said to be congruent to each other if they have equal length. If they have equal length, they may or may not be aligned at the same angle with an axis or position in plane. Okay, it doesn't matter it doesn't matter it is aligning in the same direction or not. Okay, so but the length should be same. Okay, so to find whether one line segment is congruent to other or not, let's suppose if the two ends of the two lines, if the two ends of the two lines segment lie on one another, then we can say that they are congruent. They are congruent. Okay, I hope you get this point. So this is the method to find to see that, to check that these lines are congruent or not. Okay, got it, my dear friends? So now let's move on. Yes, so now let's see the congruent angles. Okay, let's see the congruence angle. Now if two angles have the same measures in degrees, if two angles have the same measures in degrees, they are congruent angles. They are what? Congruent angles. The angle may or may not lie in the same position or orientation on plane. Okay, so here is, we can check if the angles are congruent or not. Okay, so if we if we see that the angle of measures are equal, then we can say that these angles are what? They are congruent angles. So we can write here as angle CBA is congruent to angle, yes, angle, here is RQP, RQP. Okay, because the two angles measures 40 degree. So it is to be noted that here that the length of BC is not equal to the length of QR, is not equal to the length of QR, but congruence of angle does not depend on the length of the arms of the angle. It depends on the measures of the angles only. It depends on the measures of the angles only, means it depends on the value of the angles only. Okay, so we can say angle PQR, means angle PQR is congruent to angle ABC. Okay, I hope you get this point, my dear friends. So now let's move on. Yes, now let's see congruence of triangles. Now let's come on the main topic, which is congruence of triangles. So two triangles are said to be congruent if all three corresponding sides are equal and all three corresponding angles are equal in measure, Okay, and these triangles can be sliced, rotated, flipped and turned to be looked identical if repositioning they coincide with each other. So if we change the position, we can coincide, they can coincide with each other. Okay, I hope you get this point. So these triangles, if we these triangles can be slide, can be rotated, can be flipped, can be turned to be looked identical. Okay, I hope you get this point. So the symbol of congruency is this. We know that very well. So the meaning of congruency in mathematics, in math, is when two figures are similar to each other based on their shapes and size. Okay, so there are basically four congruency rules that prove if two triangles are congruent. Okay, but it is necessary to find all these 6 dimensions. Okay, so the congruence of triangles can be evaluated by knowing only 3 values out of 6. Okay, so the corresponding sides and angles of congruent triangles are always equal. Okay, I hope you get this point. So the congruence is a term used to define an object and its mirror image. And it's what? Yes, mirror image. So two objects or shapes are said to be congruent if they superimpose on each other, means they coincide to each other. Okay, now let's suppose if we have a triangle like this is ABC, and we have a triangle PQR. If this triangle is superimposed on this triangle, means it coincides on this triangle, then we can say that these two triangles are congruent to each other. These two triangles are congruent to each other, so their shape and dimensions are the same. In the case of geometric figures, line segment with the same length are congruent and angle with the same measures are congruent. We already discussed about it. Okay, got it, my dear friends? So now, yes, so here is now congruent meaning in maths. Okay, so the meaning of congruent in mathematics we already know. It is addressed to those figures and shapes that can be repositioned or flipped to coincide with each other shapes. Okay, so these shapes can be reflected to coincide with similar shapes. So these shapes can be reflected to coincide, means they can be reflected to coincide with similar shapes. Okay, got it? So two shapes are congruent if they have same shapes and size. We can also say if two shapes are congruent, then the mirror image of one shape is same as the other. The mirror image of one shape is same as the other. It's same as the others. Okay, got it, my dear friends? I hope you get this point. So now, yes, so now here is congruent triangle. Congruent triangle. So a closed polygon made of three line segments forming three angles is known as triangles. We know that very well. Okay, so here is we have two triangle ABC and PQR. Okay, so two triangles are said to be congruent. Two triangles are said to be congruent if their sides have the same length, means these sides AB, BC and AC. Okay, have the same length and angles, have same measures, have same values. Okay, means the length is equal, the corresponding length of this angle is equal to the corresponding length of this triangle. Okay, corresponding angle of this triangle is equal to corresponding angle of this triangle. So we can say that these two triangles are congruent. These two triangles are what? Yes, these two triangles are congruent. So two triangles can be superimposed side to side and angles to angles, means we can coincide it, we can superimpose it. Okay, got it, my dear friend? So now if we rotate this triangle, then this triangle is similar to this triangle, is equal to this triangle, is congruent to this triangle. So both the triangles can be superimposed to each other. So I hope you understand these things, my dear friends. So this is very easy. Okay, so now in these two figures, triangle ABC and PQ are congruent triangles. This means what this is A and what this is P. Okay, what this is B and what this is, yes, what this is Q. What this is C and what this is R are the same. Are the same. Okay, so we can say here is A and P, B and Q and C and R are the what? Are the same. Okay, and their corresponding sides what? AB is equals to PQ, this side. Okay, and BC is equals to, yes, QR. So this is the QR. And AC is equals to PR. Okay, so corresponding sides are equal and also corresponding angles are what? Angle A is equals to angle P. Okay, my dear friends, angle B is equals to angle Q. Okay, angle C is equals to angle R. So I hope you understand these things, my dear friend. So here we can write as triangle ABC and triangle PQR are what? Are congruent. Are congruent. Okay, It means here is A and B vertices, B and Q vertices, C and R vertices. Okay, these vertices are the same. These vertices are the same. And here is, my dear friends, here is AB is equals to PQ side. Okay, BC is equals to QR and AC is equals to PR. Okay, and if you talk about the angles, angle A is equals to angle P, angle B is equals to angle Q, and angle C is equals to angle R. Okay, so I hope you understand these things. I hope you understand the meaning of congruency. So from this we can write as triangle ABC is congruent to triangle PQR. PQR. So I hope, my dear friends, you understand these things. Okay? Yes. So now let's move on. Now let's talk about the CPCT. Now what is CPCT? What is the full form of CPCT? The full form of CPCT is corresponding parts of congruent triangles. What is corresponding parts of congruent triangles? Okay, so this is the full form of CPCT. Okay, so CPCT is a term we come across when we learned about the congruent triangle. So CPCT means what? Corresponding parts of congruent triangle. So we know that the corresponding parts of congruent triangles are always equal. Okay, so while dealing with the concept related to triangles and solving the questions, we often make use of the abbreviation CPCT in short words. Okay, we are using always CPCT in the short words instead of full form. Okay, so because the full form is very long, so we use this CPCT most of the time in most of the questions. Okay, got it, my dear friends? So now here is, yes, so now let's see criteria for congruence of triangle. So now what is the criteria to prove that these triangles are congruent? So learning the congruence of triangles is very important to draw conclusions, okay, from the different polygon congruence. So it has been used in real life, such as construction of identical buildings and so on. So there are some following criteria for the congruency of triangles. Okay, for the congruency of triangles. So what are the criteria? So first criteria is side angle side. Second criteria is angle side angle. Okay. Third criteria is angle side. Okay. Fourth criteria is side side side. Fifth criteria is RHS rule, means right angle hypotenuse side. Okay, so this is what this is: side angle side rule. Okay, this is angle side angle rule. This is angle side rule. Okay, this is side rule. Okay, my dear friend, and this rule is called right angle hypotenuse side rule. So with the help of these rules, we are going to be prove the triangles are congruent. Okay, got it, my dear friend? So one by one we will see all the rules. Okay, my dear friends. Okay, yeah, so now let's see. Yeah, so now here is we are going to see axiom 7.1. Okay, so now what is axiom? We know that axioms are the statement which no need to be proved, means they are already true. Okay, they are already true. Okay, my dear friends, I hope you get this point. So now here is axiom 7.1 is side angle side congruence rule. So this is what side angle side congruence rule. So this axiom states that here is two triangles are congruent if two triangles are congruent if two sides two sides and the included angles of one triangle are equal to the two sides and included angles of the other triangles. Okay, so it is saying that if two sides, let's suppose AB and AC, there are two sides, and the included angle of one triangle means angle A is what? This is included angles. Okay, this angle is between the two sides. Okay, is equal to the two sides. To these two sides means PQ and PR, and the included angle which is angle P of the other triangle means this triangle. Okay, I hope you get this point, my dear friends. So we can say that these two triangles are what? These two triangles are congruent. These two triangles are congruent. Got it, my dear friends? Okay, so here is now. So this statement is no need to be proved because they are, this is what? This is axioms. Okay, so according to this axiom, here is in triangle ABC and triangle PQR. Okay, you can see that both the triangles are in different orientation. Okay, so here is AB is equals to PQ. Okay, and AC is equals to PR. Okay, and angle A is equals to angle B. So these triangles, triangle ABC is congruent to triangle PQR by what? By side angle side rule. This is what? This is the side angle side congruence rule. Okay, so I hope you understand these things, my dear friends. Okay, now here is, now by using the CPCT we can say that BC is equals to QR. BC is equals to QR. So we can say BC is equals to QR, and the rest of the corresponding angles are equal. Corresponding angles are equal because CPCT. Okay, and here is angle A is equals to angle P, which is given. Now here is angle B is equals to angle Q, and angle C is equals to angle R. So we can write angle B is equals to angle Q. Okay, and angle C is equals to angle R. Angle C is equals to angle R. So they are the corresponding parts of the corresponding congruent triangle. So we can write here as by CPCT, corresponding parts of congruent triangles. Okay, so this is the use of CPCT. Okay, I hope you get this point, my dear friend. So now let's solve some problems. Okay, here is now in the figure OA is equals to OB. This OA is equals to OB and OD is equals to OC. Okay, so now we have to prove triangle AOD is congruent to triangle BOC, and second part is AD is parallel to BC. So now, my dear friends, here is in triangle AOD, okay, and triangle BOC, means this triangle AOD and BOC. Here is, we know that OA is equals to OB and OD is equals to OC. So this is what they are given. They are what? Yes, they are given. Now you can observe this angle AOD is equals to angle BOC because they are vertically opposite angle. Which angle? Yes, this angle. So they are what? They are vertically opposite angle. Okay, and we know that vertically opposite angles are always equal. So we can write here as triangle AOD. Okay, triangle AOD is congruent to triangle BOC. Is congruent to triangle BOC. So my dear friends, I hope you get this point. Okay, so this is by what? By side angle side rule. By side angle side rule. Got it, my dear friends? So now here we can write as, here is this angle OBC. Okay, we can say that other corresponding parts are also equal. So angle OBC and angle OAD are equal by CPCT. So we can write here as angle OBC is equals to angle OAD by what? By CPCT. Okay, now if you observe this, these angles are what? These angles are alternate interior angles. Okay, so if alternate interior angles are equal, then we can say that BC is parallel to AD. We can say that BC is parallel to AD and AB is what? AB is the transversal. Okay, so now we can say that they are equal and they are what? They are alternate interior angles. So we can say that, so we can say that AB is parallel to CD. So they are parallel by what? By converse of alternate interior angle theorem. Okay, in previous lecture we already learnt about this. Okay, my dear friends, I hope you understand these things. So now let's move on. Yes, now AB is a line segment. We have AB, which is a line segment, and line L, this line is perpendicular bisector. This is what? This is perpendicular bisector. Got it? Now if a point P lie on L and we have to show that P is equidistant from A and B. Now we have to prove that AP is equals to PB. We have to prove AP is equals to PB. Okay, got it? Now consider the triangle. Now in triangle PCA and triangle PCB. Okay, means in this triangle, triangle 1 and triangle 2. We can write here as AC is equals to CB. AC is equals to CB. Means this line is equals to this line because C is the midpoint. Because this line L is perpendicular bisector of AB. So we can write here as C is midpoint of AB. CE is midpoint of AB. Now angle PCA is equals to angle PCB is equals to 90 degree. Means this angle PCA and angle PCB, this is what? This is 90 degree. And here PC is equals to PC because this is common side. So here is, we can say that this triangle is congruent by what? Side angle side. Okay, we have a side AC and we have an angle between AC and PC. So this is the angle between two sides, AC and PC. Okay, so we can say that triangle PCA is congruent to triangle PCB is congruent to triangle PCB. So my dear friends, here is we can write as by side angle side rule. By what? By side angle side rule. So now here is, so we can say that PA is equals to PB by CPCT means corresponding parts of congruent triangle. So PA is equals to PB. Got it, my dear friends? I hope you understand these things. And we can say that this angle is equals to this angle and this angle is equals to this angle. Got it? Yeah, so now here is, let's move on. Yeah, so the next question is, in quadrilateral ABCD, means this quadrilateral, this ACBD, AC is equals to AD, AC is equals to AD, and AB bisect angle A. In this figure, AB bisect angle A. So now here is, we have to prove that triangle ABC is congruent to triangle ABD. Triangle ABC is congruent to triangle ABD, means this triangle and this triangle we have to prove that congruent. Okay, and what can you say about BC and BD? BC and BD. So now here is, so in triangle, here is in triangle ABC and triangle A and triangle ABD. Okay, my dear friends. Now here is, we can say that AC is equals to AD. So this is, we know that this is given. Okay, and AB is equals to AB. So this is what? This is common. This is common. Okay, and angle CAB is equals to angle DAB. Angle CAB is equals to angle DAB, because we know that AB is the bisector of angle A. So AB is what? AB is the bisector of angle A. Okay, so we can write here as angle CAB means this angle is equals to this angle. Okay, so we can write here as triangle ABC is congruent to triangle ABD. By what? By side angle side rule. By side angle side rule. Okay, so we can write here as, my dear friends, here is BC, here is this BC is equals to BD, BC is equals to BD. By what? By CPCT rule. By CPCT rule. So I hope you understand these things, my dear friends. So now next question is, now this is important question. Here is ABCD is a quadrilateral. ABCD is a quadrilateral in which AD is equals to BC. This line is equals to this line. Okay, and angle DAB, angle DAB means this angle is equals to angle CBA. Angle CBA means this angle. Okay, now we have to prove, first point is triangle ABD is congruent to triangle BAC. Triangle ABD and triangle BAC. Okay, and second is BD is equals to AC. BD is equals to AC. And third is angle ABD. Angle ABD means this angle is equals to angle BAC, means angle BAC means this angle. We have to prove this angle. Okay, so first of all, my dear friends, here is, let's suppose now in triangle, in triangle, okay, ABD and triangle BAC. Okay, so now here is, we are solving the first case. Okay, so now here is AB is equals to AB. Okay, here is ABD and BAC. So this side is common. This side is what? This side is common. So this is common. Okay. Now next is angle DAB. Angle DAB is equals to angle CBA. Angle DAB is equals to angle CBM. So this is given part. So this is given part. Okay, my dear friends. And the third condition is AD is equals to BC. This is also given. So you can observe this triangle like this. So these are like these triangles are like, this is A, B, C. Okay, and this is A, D, B. Okay, and AB is common. AB is common, and DAB means this angle, and CBM means this angle is what? Yes, it is equal, and BC is equals to AD. So we can say that these two triangles are congruent by side angle side. Okay, side angle side. Okay, so we can write here as, triangle ABD, okay, is congruent to triangle BAC. By what? By side angle side rule. By side angle side rule. So now in the third case we have to prove BD is equals to AC. BD is what? BD is equals to AC. So this is what, they are the corresponding parts. So we can say that BD is equals to AC. Okay, and we know that triangle ABD is congruent to triangle BAC. So we can write here as, by the rule of CPCT, means corresponding parts of congruent triangle which are always equal. Now third is angle ABD is equals to angle BAC. So this is again what? This is again angle ABD is equals to angle BAC. This is again by the rule of CPCT, means this angle. Angle ABD means angle ABD. Okay, and angle BAC means this angle and this angle are what? Corresponding parts. So they are equal by CPCT rule. So my dear friends, I hope you understand these things. Okay, so now my dear friends, I hope you understand the concept of congruency. What is congruency? Yes, when two figures are same in shape and size, then we can say that these figures are what? They are the congruent. Okay, if you talk about in the case of triangles, when two triangles are congruent, then their sides are equal in length and their angles are equal. Their corresponding sides and corresponding angles are equal. Then we can say that they are what? They are the congruent triangle. They are what? They are the congruent triangle. So my dear friends, I hope you understand these things. Okay, so now this is enough for today, and we will meet in the next lecture with the next amazing topic. So thank you very much for listening me, and take care and goodbye.